I just don't want to just say they only won it because they knocked out Crosby. I just don't know.
This is a huge
You just
factor.
can't. You just don't know.
Okay, you're right. But
Just don't
if
know.
the Raptors beat Cleveland and LeBron doesn't play for 3.5 quarters, you'd say the Raptors won because LeBron didn't play for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah.
You don't know that for sure.
Yeah, LeBron has more of an impact.
I'll just say this. It looks like,
than Crosby does, I think.
it just looks like he's going to be out for a while.
I
don't
have
know
no
that
idea.
there's any way to judge whether guys concussed
he
or
brings
not.
up a great
Well,
point.
he was definitely concussed.
Jason, when
100%.
I don't know that you can judge that.
some people were saying his knee got tangled up. It could be a knee thing. And when Ovi went down, he looked like he was done.
Yeah, I know. That didn't look like he was favoring his knee at all. That looked like he was favoring his head.
I do think he got hit in the head by Ovi first.
He did.
He got slashed by Ovi, hit in the head,
He got hit
hit in the
twice.
head again.
Yeah, he got hit twice.
So maybe he's concussed.
Right. People are saying the first review is better to see it was kicked in, not if it was goalie interference. So then they do the second review, and that's when they see if it was goalie interference.
By the way, big clap, too, to Daniel Winnick for his stick save.
That was so sick.
I mean, that was crazy.
That might even have been better than Wilson's save, which I thought was the sickest thing I've ever seen.
Winnick didn't even save it with the blade. He saved it with the shaft of the stick.
Just
it's
pure
silly
luck.
shaft.
Pure luck.
Winnick's got a great shaft,
He
Valdez.
You know what? The Pittsburgh did it too. They saved some goals.
Yes. Yeah, they did.
I can't remember
the
what
guy
play
with
it
his
was.
hand.
Yes.
And I didn't even know you were allowed to do that.
Well,
they were trying to clarify something.
You can't close your hand over top of the puck in the crease.
But you can smack it.
You can
It was
knock
brilliant.
it out.
Those guys, their reactions,
Oh,
they're just
amazing.
unbelievable. Split-second reactions, they're ridiculous. I thought it was unbelievable game. I was prepared for the doom and gloom at the end. Obviously, I thought we were going to lose in overtime. But they showed their resilience. And, you know, I don't know, what did I say last night? From my personal opinion, and I know I talked to Grant Paulson before the game, and I was breaking his balls because he was still like at 40%. Like, and he still thought 40% chance they could win the series. I think yesterday I was at like 10 to 20 because I think the odds are
20%.
20% when you're down 0-2 that you come back and win. I think I was a little lower. I think I was a little lower than that because it's the Caps Penguins.
Right.
So I think I was around 10%. I think now I'm up to like 35 maybe. I think we got a 1-in-3 shot maybe of being able to pull this out, particularly if we can win Game 4, which is what, tomorrow night?
Yep.
If we can win Game 4 and get it to 2-2, it's officially on, and I have a real good feeling about the series. You know, it's just
well, you certainly would feel much better if they could tie it up.
it's just incredible playoff hockey. I'm all in on it.
It was a fantastic hockey game. Just was.
Playoff hockey's almost as good as Shark Tank.
Yeah, but
Almost.
Blasphemy.
But
It's
Eric,
almost as good as Shark
it's,
Tank.
it's not. It's playoff hockey with your team. It's,
With my
you don't,
team.
You don't care about any other series.
Well, I'm not invested in them.
Right. It's Washington and well,
If I
or
had
the
interest,
Devils.
no,
Yeah,
it would be, but I don't have interest in those
There's
teams.
something about Pittsburgh. There's a lot of history. There's superstars on that side. It's just the city. There's something about this series that makes it great.
Yeah, but if the Capitals advance and take on the Rangers, that's a rivalry
That's a
as
big
well.
one too. Yeah. But there's something about those Washington-Pittsburgh games that just
Somebody
takes on a
convinced
whole
me.
new look.
And I don't know, maybe it was Joe B. It might have been Joe B. when we had him on, who was like, if they could just find a way to get beyond this series, like even though it's New York and whoever else they might face, it seems like it's downhill from here. Just get over this hump, and then it kind of the seas part for you.
By the way, Jason yesterday on the show, I believe it was Jason, wondered aloud whether Joe B. cursed watching games on his own.
I saw
he
that.
He addressed that on CSN last night.
I almost wondered if that was a reaction to what we were saying.
Quite
Because
possibly.
he just threw it out there. He brought it up himself.
Yeah, he was like the second guy to comment on Caps Extra before Caps Overtime comes on. And Alan May, went on, gave his thoughts for a minute or two. And then Joe B. jumped in, and Joe B. said that he was cursing.
Right. Now, what did Alan, those guys, because at that point, I went to bed. So I didn't see much of the post-game analysis.
I only watched a few minutes.
Was their
I was
take-
trying to figure out who the brother was on set. I couldn't
That's
figure it out.
Anson Carter.
Oh, it was Anson Carter.
Was their take that, generally speaking, they played better, or that they just got a result finally? They got some bounces, and they finally got the result they should have gotten in the first two games.
I mean, again, I only watched a couple minutes.
What was Alan May's take?
The talk was about the final 2 minutes and giving up the 2 goals and being resilient and being able to overcome that and winning in overtime.
Well, I mean, look, they certainly played much better than they did Game 2.
But there also was talk about Crosby being out.
Let's be honest, Holtby was really good last night.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the 6-on-5s, look, you're at a disadvantage there.
He was really good, but I don't know that he was great on that Winnick play. Like, Winnick saved his ass on that one.
You need some of that, too, but he made some great saves in the first couple periods.
Yeah.
He was much better.
He needs to play like that throughout the remainder of this series for the Caps to have a chance.
Yeah.
And our guy Alsner being back, I think, was a huge factor for him.
They should
he
have had
plays
him.
solid
They
defense.
had the best
he may
seat
not be a fast skater. He may not rack up a lot of points. Somebody on the broadcast last night mentioned that about Carl Alsner, that he's not somebody that racks up a lot of points, but he's solid.
Kills a lot of PKs,
Well, he was
too.
key part of why they had the best record in hockey. And all of a sudden, the guy's on the pine to start the playoffs.
Who did they end up mentioning? Was it Conley?
I'm not sure who was
think so.
scratched. I didn't see Conley, so that probably makes sense.
Yeah, I want
And
Alsner out
luckily,
there.
they had Alsner with Niskanen getting tossed.
Yeah, because they were
good to-
down a defenseman.
Good to have another defenseman available.